Today, we are going to discuss about another type of mechanical energy, which is the potential energy. So last time, we already discussed about kinetic energy, which is one type of mechanical energy. And then to provide the law of conservation of energy, we have to define also what is potential energy. So we know that kinetic energy is energy associated with motion, di ba? With an equation equal to 1/2 mv squared, which means that the kinetic energy is directly proportional to this velocity of the object and also to the mass of the object. Okay? So again, kinetic energy is a scalar quantity, so we will not use any direction to fully describe our kinetic energy. Okay, so another type of mechanical energy that we will discuss today is potential energy. So potential energy is a mechanical energy that is associated with the position of bodies in a system. So basically, it is all about configuration of your system. So just like nagbutang ka og books above the shelf or mga kanang mga object ni mga at rest, the position, the configuration, the arrangement of the objects in a system are actually associated with potential energy. So kana nga system na siya specific nga potential energy. Okay? So you already know this one basically sa inyong high school physics, 'di ba? So kung dili ko kanang I assume, okay? Pero I will just discuss this one more about potential energy. Okay? So there are two major known types of potential energy. We have the first one is the gravitational potential energy. So from the word gravitational, so it is like uh, due to the gravitational attraction of the earth. Diba? Kay because the earth is always pulling at to the center sa iyang center. Diba? Always attracting us. That is due to gravity of the earth. Now, if the potential energy, the definition of the gravitational potential energy is if the potential energy is associated with the weight of a body, which is the mass times the acceleration due to gravity, and its height above ground level, we call this one as the gravitational potential energy. So the height is basically depending on the ground level. So meaning that at ground level, the height is zero there. Okay, so mo nang kumakita ka og kanang book na imong giadto sa babaw sa cabinet, naa siya of course gravitational potential energy nga na exist ay aha. Okay? So how can we define gravitational potential energy? Now suppose I have here two objects. I have here uh, object that is going downward and this is the object going upward. So first ato sa going downward. So if your object is moving downward, what will happen to the gravitational potential energy? So how can we define this one? So again, we have to use the concept of work to find the gravitational potential energy. Okay? So there is the F other here, the force, other forces that exist on the body that exert on the body. So basically, yung mga other forces is pwede pod mga applied force if you apply this one, if nakagi-apply nga force as the body is moving downward, or pwede po ni siya friction or air friction which is going upward po imuhang friction because it always opposes the motion. Okay, the motion is going downward. Now, so anyway, so we just have to completely neglect the F other. So just focus on the weight, okay, which is equal to mass times gravity. So we have the gravitational potential energy is the work done by the gravitational force, which is the weight, mg, diba? So if the body is moving downward, meaning that at height y1, so we are already in the vertical axis, so we have to make sure that nata sa track, na keep on track ta nga that vertical axis is supposedly to be y-axis. Diba? So that is why natay y diha. So at point 1, this is the initial height of the object katong wala pa siya ni going downward. So we have y1, and then at specific point na ni-move na siya downward, that is called the height y2. Okay? So the difference between y1 and y2 is called the height, the change of height of your object as the object is moving downward. Diba? So how can we get the work done by the gravitational force as the object is moving downward? So basically, you just have to, where am I? Okay, so anyway, so kanish, gusto ko sa pens. So we know that the object is moving downward, diba? This is the motion of the object. So I'm so sorry about it. So this is the motion. Then this is actually the initial height of the object. So this is like with respect to ground level, which is this is equal to 0. This the height is 0. So we have here, this is like your y1. So I would just copy the configuration that we had in our PowerPoint. And this one is actually equal to y2. So bahala nag-delete state. Okay, so y2. Now the change of your y, which is our height, is equal to y2 minus y1. Okay? So the weight is of course going downward. So we have to find the work done by this weight. So the work done by the weight or the mg, para dili ta maglibog sa symbol sa work o sa weight because they are both w. Anyway, they are capital and small letters w. Okay, so the work done by the gravitational force is the gravitational force, the delta y, which is the displacement, and the angle between them. So why can we use this one, this equation, nanong di man tong integration? Because the force here is constant, assuming that there's no air friction and there is no the body is moving near surface of the earth. Okay, ang imo magong g, acceleration due to gravity, is not constant all throughout. Okay, according to law of gravitation. So we have to assume nga ato ang object is moving near the earth's surface. Okay, so the force here is actually the weight, mg. Then we have the delta y. And how about the angle between the weight at saka ni displacement? So basically, yung displacement po is going downward because the motion is going downward, and the weight is still on the same direction as your displacement. So the angle between them is 0. So they are parallel. So cosine of 0 is basically equal to 1. So wala na siya 1 diha. So the work done by the gravitational force or the weight is equal to mg delta y. Okay? So this is actually equal to mg. Then we have y2 minus y1. But remember that your y2 minus y1 is less than 0. Okay? Less than 0 na siya. But of course, the weight of the object does a positive work. Kaya nga naman, because the displacement and the weight is in the same direction. Now, kung ato ni siyang ikuan nga kanang nga configuration or nga equation, so we have to make sure nga dili dapat negative ang ato ang work done by the weights. So what will happen is the work done is actually equal to mg. Then we have here y1 minus y2, so that to ensure that the work done by the object is positive. Okay, the work done by the object naman, the work done by the weight is positive. So this is the work done by the this is the work done. So mg times y1 minus y2. So this is when the body is moving downward. Now kung nag-move naman po siya upward, of course, the motion is in the opposite direction as your weight. So basically, the work done by the object is negative. Diba? Kaya nga naman, kaya nag-oppose man ang imuhang motion, which is the displacement, direction of the displacement, o ang imuhang force na mg. Okay, again, we have to neglect the F other lang for now because we are just focusing on the work done by the gravitational force. So how about the work done by the gravitational force on the moving, if the body is moving upward? So again, it is negative. So therefore, our y, our work is actually equal to mg. Then we have here y2 minus, y1 minus y2. Of course, where your y1 is less than y2, then therefore this one is negative. So this is moving upward na nga work done by the gravitational force. Okay? Yeah, so that is the kuan lang, difference ilang duha. Okay, kani siya if you go with the flow sa imuhang weight, as you can see here, the work done is positive. But if you oppose the direction of the gravity, which is always going downward, so dapat the work done by this gravity is negative. Okay? So we can actually let, or the gravitational potential energy is given by mass times gravity times the height y. Okay, so this is the definition of your gravitational potential energy. So based on this expression, we can actually rewrite our expression to the work done by gravity in terms of the change of your gravitational potential energy. Diba? So we have the work done by the gravity is just equal to the negative change of your gravitational potential energy. Okay, so based on our expression here. So this is the initial and this is the final. Okay, so again, here we have to make sure nga kabalo mo unsay 1, unsay meaning sa 1, unsay meaning sa 2. Ang 1, ang meaning ana is initial, ang 2 final. Okay? So we just have to get the negative here kay para naatay change of the gravitational potential energy because the change in U is always equal to UF, U final minus U initial. Okay, mao nang gipagawas na ko sa negative to make sure nga delta siya. Okay? So what do you think is the meaning of negative here? Nganong naman tayo negative diri sa other than, other than sa mathematical expression nato no, we have to ato jung i-get out the technicality, but in physics unsay meaning man aning negative diri? So basically, we know that when the body is moving downward, the work done is positive because we did not oppose the direction of the gravity which is going downward, diba? But the gravitational potential energy decreases. Why is that? Because we know that the expression of the gravitational potential energy is directly proportional to the height. So if your body is moving downward, meaning nga ni-decrease po diyang height, thereby decreasing the magnitude of the gravitational potential energy. Diba? With respect sa ato ang ground level. Okay? So, mo na siya. So, bali lang siya, di ba? Kung ang imuhang work done by the gravity is positive, then the change of your gravity or the change of the potential energy, the gravitational potential energy is decreasing, di ba? But if the work done is negative, then the change of your potential energy is increases, meaning that the body is moving upward. So you oppose the motion of the direction of the gravitational force, but you increase naman the height, thereby increasing the gravitational potential energy, meaning from point y1 to point y2 where y2 is greater than y1, di ba? When you move the body upward. So imuhang weight nagduog negative work on the body, but the gravitational potential energy increases. Okay, so mura siya bali lang. Okay, so we are done with gravitational potential energy. Now, on the last note na lang, so ang gravitational potential energy nato is actually not the property of a body. It is actually a shared property. So meaning, it is based on the attraction of the earth sa imong body. Okay? So dili lang siya necessary nga gravitational potential of the body, because in the first place walay gravitational potential if wala kay earth, di ba, which is the source of our gravity. So basically shared property ni siya between body and earth. So just for technical purposes lang. Okay? So we are done with defining potential energy, and we also done defining the kinetic energy. So that is basically the two kinds of energy under mechanical energy. Okay, so how to find uh, the conservation of mechanical energy if our system is only composed with the body earth, meaning that katurang ang nag-work done lang niya is gravity, and of course naa siya change of kinetic energy, okay, when remove siya, di ba? So yeah, so basically we will start with the definition of the work kinetic energy theorem. So that is why it is very important to know first the work kinetic energy theorem before moving on with the conservation of mechanical energy, because it is very useful to provide an equation for the conservation of mechanical energy, diba? So yeah, I think we will just discuss this one. So the total work is just equal to the change of kinetic energy, diba? So here basically is the only work done by the body, on the body, is actually the weight or the gravitational force. So we just have to put here the work done by the gravity is equal to the change of your kinetic energy. But we know that the work done by the gravity is equal to the negative change of your gravitational potential energy. Okay? So therefore, we will have like this one. This is like the negative change of your gravitational potential energy is equal to the change of your kinetic energy. Then we have to arrange our equation. So we have here the change of your kinetic energy plus the change of your gravitational potential energy, which is equal to 0. So remember that the change of KE, meaning that that is equal to KE final, which is 2, minus kinetic energy initial, then plus the gravitational potential energy final minus the gravitational potential energy initial, which is equal to 0. Okay? So then arranging para ang pika side is final lang and the pika side is initial lang tanan. So we have to arrange. So what's left is we have defined the initial kinetic energy, initial gravitational potential energy is equal to the final of the kinetic energy and the gravitational potential energy. So this is basically the law of mechanical energy, conservation of mechanical energy, if the only system, the only force that do the work on the system is only the gravity. Okay? So then we know the expression for kinetic energy. So we have 1/2 mv1 squared, and we have the expression for the gravitational potential energy. We have mgy. Okay, so meaning that we have the velocity initial height, final velocity, and the the final height. Okay, so if nagay kay system, kung mag-solve kag problem nga nakay system nga ang nag-work lang niya is ang naaray, meaning na ang nagdulang og work sa system is the gravitational potential energy, then you can use directly this one. Okay? If you want to find the dynamics of the system. Okay? So the sum of the kinetic energy and the potential energy is actually called the total mechanical energy of the system. So yeah. So this means that we have the initial total mechanical energy and the final total mechanical energy here. Okay? So meaning that if the total mechanical energy is is equal to the initial and the final state, then meaning that the change of your mechanical energy is zero. Meaning na na-conserve na siya. So meaning, kung imong nakuha kay na mechanical energy na initial is kani, then ang imuhang final is kani, then therefore, the mechanical energy is conserved or constant. So may pasabot ana. So just like mag-throw ta og ball. So I would just mag-throw ta og ball. So we have this one, kung mag-throw ta og ball. So here na ako'y ball diri, then ako siyang ipaadto to sa taas. Diba, kung mag-throw ka og ball, so what will happen is ay ang trajectory. So this one, pag adto niya sa taas, then the assuming nga katong ato ang hand is actually the height is equal to 0, diba? So when the object is moving midway, napa siya tama. So mura rag nag-change ang imong kinetic energy to potential energy ba? So di ba? Sa may limit So here, your kinetic energy will, kung bagto na siya padung imong motion dadto, will increase, diba? Kaya mag-stop man siya in the middle. Okay? So mag-stop man siya in the middle, diba? So this means that the kinetic energy here at this point is naa, okay? But and the potential energy pud is hinahinay siya og kanaa because na naman siya height at specific na motion dali, di ba? So at the maximum height na gid niya, what will happen is the kinetic energy is 0 but the potential energy is maximum. Okay, because that is the maximum height of the object. Now kung move na pud pa downward ang imuhang object, what will happen is some of the potential energy will decrease and the kinetic energy now increases. Okay, so kasabot mo mo na siya kung pataas siya, imuhang potential energy will increase but the kinetic energy will decrease. Now kung paubos na pud iyang motion, the kinetic energy magkahinahinag increase pero yung potential energy will decrease. So murag inana lang siya, assuming that there is no friction, air resistance, or any other forces. Okay, assuming nga si gravity lang nagdo work. Okay? So on this total motion na to ang system, the mechanical energy is actually conserved. Okay? So yeah. So how about if naanatay forces other than gravity? So, di ba kanisha is only for the gravity? Okay? So how about if nanapog kay forces other than gravity? So if na kay applied forces, how can we account them on our system? If na kay air friction or whatever friction is that, how can we account that on our conservation of energy? Now basically you just have to add the work done by other forces here. So this is the work other, meaning that you just have to add all of the forces na naa sa system, na by normal force, na by friction force, na by applied force. So imo siyang i-add dari. Okay? So using the concept of work. Now because of the forces present other than gravity, ang imuhang mechanical energy is dili na siya constant, meaning that your E1 is not equal to E2. Kaya naman kay other work done or other forces nga nag-work sa imong system, dili lamang kay si gravity. Okay? So basically, the change of your mechanical energy is just equal to the work done by other forces present on our system. Okay? So this means that the mechanical energy is not anymore constant, but naa siya'y value equal to work other, equal to the work done by other forces. Okay? Kung zero ni siya, then therefore atong mechanical energy is constant, diba? Now, unsa may meaning ani nga equation? So, if the work done by other forces is positive, meaning kung if the total work done ni siya is positive, then imong mechanical energy will increase because positive man imong work done, di ba? So, basically imong delta E is positive food. But if it is negative, then the mechanical energy decreases. So one of the example if the mechanical energy increases if mag-apply ka og force, di ba? Kung mag-apply ka og force na pa-upward, of course, and the motion and the body is moving upward, so you increase the mechanical energy ana. Okay? Pero kung sa mga example if negative ang imuhang work other where the mechanical energy decreases, example of that is the air friction. So if imong body is nag-move upward tapos na ay air friction present, so remember it is always opposing the motion of the body, diba? So the kung nasigikag ka ng kuan, sige move ang imong body, that is why kanang at a certain point na part sa ato ang motion mo kuan siya kanang mo decrease ang mechanical energy because na may tigkuha og energy from the system. So basically ang imuhang work done by the friction is usually siya ang tigkuha og mga energy sa imong system. Okay, siya ang ginatawag nga dissipative forces. So iyang i-dissipate ang energy, okay, from the system. So anyway, I will just discuss dissipative forces in our conservative forces. Okay? So yeah, I think we're done with the gravitational potential energy. Then if naa kay other forces other than gravity nga present, then you will use this equation. Okay? So I think that's it. Now, the last major type of the potential energy that is known to all is the elastic potential energy. So from the word elastic, meaning that after it is being deformed or being like sige mo ka ng imong gihatagag force para mo deform siya, it will return back to its original shape and size. So manang gitawag na elastic. Okay? So one of the elastic nga body that we already know is the spring. Diba? Kung nakay spring, imo siyang ibinat-binat, diba? Mo change mo siya sa iyong own shape o size original. So the spring is approximately an elastic body. Okay? So the stored energy nga naa sa spring if imo siyang i-deform is called the elastic potential energy. So we already know sa ato ang last lecture video that the work done that you apply para ma-stretch or ma-compress ang spring has a magnitude equal to kx. Diba? So kung i-stretch mo ang spring, dapat ang imong i-apply nga force is k times x. Mo na imong i-apply. So how we know that we have to find the work done by the spring force because we are talking kasi about elastic potential energy. And the elastic potential energy, remember, is a potential energy that is stored para ma-return ang imuhang original shape and size. So the spring force is always opposing the applied force, diba? Just like what I said. Pero, nag-oppose siya but with the same magnitude of your spring force according to the third law of Newton's motion, diba? So i-stretch nimo imong object. So assuming that this is the unstretched state, tapos i-stretch nimo ang spring, okay? So what will happen is gi-apply man yung force dito, diba? So ako di mo nang displacement kay dito, so gi-apply mo force pa dito. So the spring is going in that direction. Okay? So the spring, always remember that the spring is always opposing the applied force. Okay? So, and it is always pointing to the equilibrium position. Okay, kaya ano gani? Ang spring force man good mula siya og restoring force. Siya ang force nga mo return sa original shape og size after imong gi-stretch ang spring. Okay? So here, of course, we know that the work done by the force you applied on a spring is given by this equation. So just refer to our part 1 sa lecture video where we already knew this one. But we don't know about the work done by the spring. Okay? So basically, we just have to use the integration, but of course, dili ta mo go in that direction because mawala ang physics niya. Okay? So unless you are a kanang you want to dig deeper the mathematical formulation of this work done by the spring, then we can provide that one. Pero anyway, so let's just focus on the expression. Okay, kay since ang ato ang work done by the force is equal to this equation, ang iyahang work done by the spring lang is actually bali lang. Okay, we have the 1/2 kx1 squared minus 1/2 kx2 squared. So moling ni siya ang work done by the spring, which is given by WEL. So meaning the work done by the elastic force. Okay, elastic force. Okay. So how about i-compress siya? Actually, same lang gyapon sa pag-compress niya. Inani lang gyapon ang iyang expression sa pag-compress because the work done by the spring is always opposing the applied. Diba kung i-stretch, kung i-compress na nimo siya, compress nimo, diba ang spring force going that direction because it is always pointing to the equilibrium position, and you apply a force going that direction and displacement going also in that direction. Diba? So, mura siya ginani ba? So, if na ako'y object dari, so ako siyang i-compress, muni ang pag-compress niya. So, this is the equilibrium position of the X siya because we are in a horizontal motion. So, unlike sa imuhang gravitational potential energy nga Y. Diba? So, we have to compress. So, that is the applied force para ma-compress siya. Diba? So the spring force is always opposing the motion and always pointing on the equilibrium position. Diba? So the applied force is in the same direction as your displacement. So we know that the applied force, if the spring is compressed, the work done by the applied force is positive, but the work done by the spring force is negative. So that is why we just have to basically same lang gyapon ang iyahang expression. Okay? Yeah, I think that's it. So and remember also that the spring force na equal to negative kx because ang imuhang force that you apply is kx, so iyahang spring force is negative kx. So it is only applicable if imuhang pag-stretch o pag-compress is very yung distance bitaw kay small lang kaayo. Kay kung imo mo siyang inatunog maayo sa maximum na force imong makaya, di ba? What will happen is malusin ang imong spring. So, if imo siyang i-release, di na siya mobalik sa iyang own original shape and size, thereby di na to magamit ang atong Hooke's law. Okay, so we have to assume nga ang spring nato is pag-stretch nato or pag-compress is dili lang kay siya dako kayo. Okay? Dili ang distance kay dili lang kay siya dako. Og usa pa, we have to assume nga ato ang spring is massless because if dili siya massless, then may possibility that you have to take note also of its dynamics. So kung ano mang inertial mass, na siya kinetic energy na dayon, napud siya sa pamandiha. Diba? So we have to assume nga kuan siya kanang massless. Okay? Yeah. So we have the elastic potential energy. We can define elastic potential energy as equal to 1/2 kx squared. Then from the work done by the spring, which is the WEL, so we can just this is just equal to the negative change of your elastic potential energy. So just like sa imuhang work done by the gravity, which is just equal to the negative change of your gravitational potential energy. Now, if the system has only spring, nga nagduog work sa system or katong mga any other deformable body nga present, then you can use this equation. Okay, so the same lang gyapon og formulation sa ato ang katong mechanical energy when the work done is when the work is only from gravity. So we just have to use our here, our work kinetic energy theorem. So that's why you have this one. So we have here the initial velocity, the distance na imong decompress or stretch ang imong spring, the final velocity of the body, and this is the final stretching distance or compression distance ng spring. Now, we have to take note that the compression is negative because based on our here, pag compress mo siya, that is to the left, meaning that all of x values to the left are negative. So meaning the compression distance must be negative. But kung imo siyang i-stretch, meaning to the right, then the stretching distance is positive because that is according by convention. Okay? So yeah, we have to use this equation. Then if there is a gravity and spring exists in a system, so the total mechanical energy is then equal to this one. Okay? So one of the example nga naay gravity og spring is naay gravity og spring is actually the vertical kanang the vertical mass bitaw na ako siyang gi-connect na spring dari, tapos i-connect na ko ang mass m at above ground level. So i-connect na ko siya above ground level. Ako siya ground level diha. So di ba naa siya gravitational potential energy, naapoy elastic potential energy ang imuhang spring, di ba? So meaning mo inat man na siya kay labaw na ang mass kay dako kaayo, mo inat ang imong spring. So naa siya gravitational potential energy, naapod siya elastic potential energy. Okay, so another example where naay elastic o gravitational potential energy ang system is the kanang sa trampoline bitaw. Di ba ang trampoline, when you jump in a trampoline, di ba kay ang iyahang deformable body will return to its original shape and size, di ba? So meaning that na kay trampoline diri, so kung musaka ka, of course the gravitational potential energy or the U-grav increases, di ba? Kaya na naman ka sa maximum height. Now, kung maubos sa ka, imuhang at this point, sa pinakataas, maximum height, kung wala jump ka sa trampoline ha, ang imong potential energy, gravitational, is a very large, maximum. But kung ato na kasakuan, a trampoline, na mainat ng trampoline, di ba? So kung mainat na ng trampoline diha, kay nato na tong trampoline because of your weight. So naa kay elastic potential energy which is maximum, but ang imuhang gravitational potential energy is basically zero with respect sa imuhang trampoline nga system. Okay? Yeah, ana lang siya nga system. Okay? So unsa may kanang ani murag ato ang interpretation of this mechanical energy. Okay, so when you stretch a spring manggod, for example, if you stretch na to atong spring, so assuming that there is no friction ha, so we just have to stick with the horizontal. Have here a spring and i-connect na ko siya sa mass m. Okay, so ako siyang i-stretch. Kung gi-apply og force, so the spring force is going in that direction because it will oppose the applied force, diba? So atong system will looks like this one. So kay stretch naman siya. Assuming that this is the equilibrium position. Now at maximum distance, so of course dako kini siya potential energy kay pag stretch nimo kay of course imo stop di siya at some point sa pag-stretch mo. So meaning that the kinetic energy here is 0, but the potential energy here, elastic, is maximum, meaning greater than 0. Now, kung imo siyang i-release ang mass, so what will happen? It will move padungdad to, ipadungdad to ang pag-move niya. Pag-release nimo, it will move, and then at some point, the elastic potential energy will now converted to kinetic energy. Diba? So, mo-convert siya kinetic energy, and at some point na po, okay, mo-compress naman po siya pag-release nimo. So, meaning that pag-compress niya, after nimo sa release, ba na siya dari. So, this is the, na-compress naman niya siya. So, the potential energy is at, sa ma'am, maximum, pero ang imong kinetic energy here is 0. So, balik na po siya dari. Potential energy will now turn to kinetic energy. Pagbalik niya, and then ana-ana lang. So, murag nag-ana-ana lang kinetic energy mo. Decrease, increase, decrease, increase, ana-ana lang. Because the mechanical energy is always conserved. Okay, so muna nagpasabot ana. So, yeah. So, other than gravity and spring, if napay other forces sa imong system na nagduog work, then we just have to add all of them here. Just like what we did sa ato ang other kuan. Okay, kung napod kay spring lang, yan naka other forces, so just put plus work done by other forces here. Dire. So same lang gyapon sa atong gravity. Okay? So before solving problems, so I will just discuss about what is a conservative at saka non-conservative forces. So, yeah, basically, conservative forces are those forces nga there is a two-way conversion, meaning that it is readily available nga mo convert ang imuhang kinetic energy to potential, then vice versa. Okay, without losing any mechanical energy. Okay? So, example of this one, example of conservative forces are the gravitational at saka si spring force. Okay? So, yeah, mao nang pasabot niya. So, assuming that there's no friction, okay, because dapat naman tayo two-way conversion, meaning the kinetic energy will kanang mo convert siya to exactly potential, then potential energy will convert to kinetic energy, and so on. There's a two-way conversion without losing energy on the process. Okay, so the properties of a work done by conservative force, always remember this one, there are 4. So the first one is the work done by a conservative force can be expressed as a difference between the initial and final values of a potential energy function. Yes, of course, because as you can see here, atong work done by the elastic force is we can express as a negative change of your potential. So therefore, ang spring force is a conservative force. So, yan ang nakuha ng requirement 1. How about for the gravitational force? Same lang yapon sa gravitational force, diba? So, the work done by the gravitational force can be expressed as a change of your potential energy. So, therefore, ilahang na kuan ang requirement 1 sa conservative forces. The next is it is reversible. Yes, so just like what I said, katong maginat-inat ka og spring, di ba? If imo siyang i-stretch, then the potential energy here is maximum, but the kinetic energy is 0. Pero imo siyang i-release, so that the potential energy will now be converted to kinetic energy without losing any energy, assuming that there is no friction. Okay? Same also for a gravitational force. Diba? Kung imo siyang kung imong isaka imong object tapos imo siyang ihagbong, so what will happen is some of the gravitational potential energy will now be completely converted to kinetic energy. Okay? And so on. Ana lang siya nga system. Okay? The number 3, which is very important, it is independent of the path of the body and depends only on the starting and the final point. So remember this one. Okay? So the gravitational force the work done by the gravitational force does not depend on the path. It only depends on the initial and the final point. So for example, so na ako'y object, ako siyang i-move at point B. So ang nag-work done lang is the gravitational. So you can do exactly from A to B, directly A to B. Okay, so ako siya, ganun di man ko makastate. So ako siyang directly say A to B lang. Okay, so kurog ko gamon. So directly A to B, so we can have the work done by the gravitational as mgh. Okay, depende naman siya sa imong end point at saka final point. This is the initial point and this is the starting point. Ay, this is the final point. So pwede po maana ka diha. Imo siya in circle, and ana. Still, we got the same gravitational potential energy. But how about i-ana na ko, sir? Still, we get to have the same potential energy because it is independent of the path. Okay? Same gyapon sa spring force. So we will not talk about kung sa gud iyahang specific path of the body because it does not depend on the path of the body for a conservative forces. It only depends on the starting and final point of the system. Okay? So no matter unsa nga path imong ginatake, unsa nga path, say curve ba, straight line ba, or pwede pa zigzag, as long as you start on the same point and you end at the same point, you get the same gravitational potential energy or the work done by the gravitational potential energy. Diba? Then the last property of a work done by a conservative force is when the starting and ending points are the same, of course, the total work is zero. So meaning that if mo go back daw kuno ka sa imuhang so from A to B, then mo go back na po ka sa B to A, so the work done by the gravitational force is basically zero. Okay, nibalik man kasi yung starting point. Okay? So, a very last note is when the only forces that do work are conservative forces, then the total mechanical energy is always constant. Okay, so if si spring force lang o si gravitational force lang ang naa sa system, walay other forces, walay friction, walay applied forces, then the total mechanical energy is always constant and conserved. Meaning the initial total mechanical energy is equal to the final total mechanical energy. Okay?